Hey guys, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the books I read the last couple of weeks, some number ones, and then some of the better books that I read. Uh, so yeah, first off, from IDW, I read number one on Godzilla Oblivion. This book was really weird. So basically, this guy like builds a Stargate, and then this really bitchy Asian woman decides that she wants to go through the Stargate, goes through, and on the other side, it's like this whole like Godzilla world where all the Godzilla monsters are there and they're tearing up the city, and like the special ops team shows up and says, "Hey man, this is what's up with this world," and they're like, "Wow, this world sounds like it sucks." So they go back to the portal so that they can go back through, and as they do, like the Hydra monster comes up on them and runs through the portal at the last minute. So now it's in their lab, and yeah, don't think it's going to turn out good. This won't be a book that I'll pick up issue two on. Um, I picked it up off the shelf because I thought, well, I'll check it out, and I kind of like this cover, but it just wasn't the book for me. Like I say before, I'm kind of hit or miss with those Godzilla titles, but just not really the book for me. Next up, from Devil's Due, I read Delete number one. This is a new Jimmy Palmiotti, Justin Gray story. I really like both of them. I thought that the art on this by John Tim was really good, and David Carell's colors were also, I thought, really great. Uh, this is basically about a future world where the you're able to access people's brains and like see images and get information from them, kind of like a video type thing. You can also like mind wipe them so that they don't remember anything. uh, there was a lot of really like sci-fi futuristic things going on in this book that were pretty cool. Like there was like this helmet thing that you could put on that would disguise you, like people couldn't see you. They could see like your like silhouette, but they couldn't actually see you. And so basically, this book was this little girl right here. Um, Her parents apparently stole money or secrets, or, well, money definitely, but secrets or something from this corporation. So the corporation has sent out these hitmen to kill the family, and they do pretty good at that. The dad doesn't go down without a fight, goes to defend his family and basically blows up the apartment, kills everybody, and the mom says at the last second to this janitor guy here, who I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with the Spencer character, because basically he's like supposed to be like the slow handyman around the apartment building, but there's some stuff going on with him. If you look at the back here of what's going on in the next issue, he's all like diving backwards with guns. I think there's some kind of he's had his memory wiped, maybe, being like some kind of like Jason Bourne type character. And yeah, this first issue was really entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. Curious to see where that's going to go. There's so many possibilities to what exactly could happen there. Next up, I read Oh Hell. I don't know what publisher this is from. I believe this is a self-published comic. It was a web comic, but this is basically about a boarding school, which is hell. These kids that are not really wanted by their families or whoever are sent here and basically dragged down into hell, and now they're going to uh, maybe get powers and become demons. I wasn't completely clear on that, but this was a really interesting read. It was one of my favorite things that I read out of the books that I read this week. Uh, but yeah, that was really an entertaining book. Oh Hell number one. Then on my regular books, I read Strayer number three. This just continues to be good. Love the art, love the coloring. As always, man, Tamara Bullivan's coloring is freaking amazing. Justin Jordan's story, really enjoying it. In this, we got a little more of a fight where the bad guys showed up and kept sending all these monsters out. to try to kill everybody, but thanks to the Strayer guy, that wasn't really working out so well for him. And, they're trying to get information, and he just keeps killing things. And, yeah, it was really, really, really good read. Then I read number 3 of 4 on Last Contract from Boom. I can't wait for issue 4 on this to see exactly what happens, because basically the lead character in this old man assassin guy, he gets chased down by somebody that he used to work with, who says, man, they're going to kill my family if you don't, if I don't kill you, so you should just let me kill you. And he's all kind of like, well, I got to go and sort some things out, but whenever that's done, I'll come back and we'll work this out. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see on issue 4 how this is going to pan out. This has just been great. And, yeah, it all basically comes down to this little boy getting tortured that's been with him, and now he's going to meet up with the people so that he can get the little boy back. And I think they think they're going to kill him, but if they haven't learned anything by now, it should be that they're not going to kill this dude, because he's just a badass. Then next I read Hellcat from Marvel. Really, really enjoy this book. The art on this book, really good. Kate Lee's story, Brittany Williams' art, Megan Wilson's coloring, everything about this book is just really good. Really funny. Every issue has been hilarious. And yeah, really, really enjoying Hellcat. It was one of the Marvel series that I'm currently reading that I wasn't like on the fence whether or not I wanted to drop it, because I knew I wanted to continue to read Hellcat. Really glad I did. Next issue is going to be them kind of coming to a head on the Hellcat and Hattie meeting to see who's going to get the rights to the comics. So, yeah, if you're not checking that out, man, and you like any kind of like Lumberjanes type of, stories like that, that Hellcat is great. Then I read Red Sonja number 3. Continue to really like this Marguerite Bennett Red Sonja. Still don't know whether or not I'm a huge fan of the art on it. It definitely has its moments, but the story is so good that, just kind of makes it all worthwhile. She's trying to take back over the kingdom from this king who was a suitor apparently at one point, who now wants to like give her the whole kingdom. And yeah, she's not going for that. So yeah, really curious. At the end, he sends out these kind of ring wraith things to go and track Sonja down, and it seems that they have a plan of their own. Yeah, so far so good on that. Read Outcast. Outcast continues to just, be good. Issue after issue, Outcast is great. This issue 17. Finally got a little bit more of what exactly these spirits are, who exactly the people are that are, and what their motivations are a little bit, I guess, to why they're doing what they're doing. Kyle and the Reverend seem to have kind of switched roles a little bit. The Reverend now is not really so like high and mighty trying to fight things religiously, and Kyle seems to kind of be coming back. And at the beginning he was more of a he didn't really give a crap type of character, and now he seems to really give a crap about these people, probably because it keeps getting people that are close to him or whatever. But yeah, Outcast 17 was, man, super. Cry Havoc number 3. The only thing more disturbing to me than Simon Spencer's actual comics is in the back of this they did a page by page breakdown thing that was pretty interesting. Man, there's some great art in this book. But basically, the main character, still giving background on her. Not really sure how many issues this book's going to be, but still giving background on her and about the monster and what exactly is going on with that. It appears that in Afghanistan there is a group of these monsters that have started up their own colony. It's not really clear whether or not she's going to get the cure or what exactly is going to happen. Just really interesting read. Ryan Kelly's art is great. Simon Spencer, uh, great. Lee Longrich's coloring, man, just good book all around. Boisterous number two. Just more information about this dude serving up dinosaur, and big reveal at the end of this issue. Uh, Seems like his girlfriend is fixing to come out and visit, and that should be super interesting. Drax number 5. I wasn't going to pick up any more Drax, but this issue was so good to me. It wrapped up the arc really well, and now apparently Drax is going to pile up all these kids that he just rescued, and on his way to go kill Thanos, he's going to drop them off at home. So really cute. I think this is only going to go like 8 or 9 issues or something. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with that and write it out, see what happens. Wayward number 15. This wrapped up this arc great. At the end of all these Wayward arcs, it's just they have such good reveals at the end of the arcs. We had some people die in this that I was really sad about, and yeah, like I said, a big twist at the end that kind of caught me off guard. But basically, at the end of all these arcs of Wayward, you've had somebody die. So, I mean, I guess I should at this point kind of be expecting that and not really be surprised by it all. But yeah, everybody kind of came to a head on this. A little bit more understanding exactly who's in charge of what and who's doing what going on in this world. But yeah, just a great, like, Japanese supernaturally type of book going on. I still get a real Buffy the Vampire Slayer vibe from this book. But yeah. Read Second Sight number 2 from Aftershock. This gave a whole lot more information than the first issue did about what's going on exactly with his powers, that he's not actually so much a psychic as when he takes mushrooms, he can apparently see things that see through the eyes of somebody that he's trying to target, and so that gives him the ability to like solve crimes and different things like that. We meet his daughter in this issue, and like I say, learn a little bit about his power, where it came from, a little bit of back history on that, who exactly that he's trying to fight. And yeah, issue 2 on that was a whole lot better, I thought, than issue 1. And I really liked issue 1, but issue 2, really good. Read X number 2. Going to continue to pick this up. X from Black Mask. Kind of this guy that he goes in and goes into people's subconsciouses and wipes out certain memories that they have that are bad to make them feel better about themselves or something like that. Basically, he's like some kind of like a drug for depression, but he's not a drug. He's like a microspace person that goes into your subconscious and works things out. And yeah, really good series. It's, like I say, it's one of the few books that I'm going to continue to read from Black Mask. See that Grant Morrison and Vanessa Del Rey have got a series coming out from Black Mask in the fall, so that should be cool. And I'm really looking forward to this 4 Kids Walk into a Bank book that is supposed to come out this month. We'll see. Black Mask can be kind of hit or miss with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get off here, and I will talk to y'all later.